Hi friends. So I'm inviting you into my office today and we're going to change things up a little bit. We're going to do a couple of meditations and mindful practices while we're sitting. And just to give you a counterpoint for all the standing work that we've been doing, to invite you to see that you can actually make these meditative movements work whether you're sitting or standing. So today's moment, we're going to align ourselves in our chair. I have an office chair, nothing fancy to it. It's kind of, it kind of leaves, it has a little bit of give. So I really have to force myself to put my feet flat on the ground, to notice the back, my back really straight. Try not to slouch, right? And put my shoulders back and bring my chin in just a little bit, tiny bit chin in. And from here, we're going to activate our breathing. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in, breathe out. We're going to do a practice with our hands. And it doesn't really matter. I was just noticing to my side here, I have a lamp, so it's a little in the way. It doesn't really matter how wide you stretch your arms, but I want you to think like you are an albatross or like a giant bird that just spreads its wings out. And then from here, you're going to drop your elbows and lift them up. So drop and lift. Now, you're going to notice a little tightness. This is hard. Our body is not used to doing this work. So we're going to breathe as we go in, elbows down and elbows up. And here's what I want you to do as you're doing this, breathing in and breathing out. I want you to isolate your attention at the top of your shoulders. Now what happens if you get tired? You just rest your hands for a second in your lap. Take a couple deep breaths in and you resume, right? So as I'm doing this, elbows down, elbows up, I want you to notice the shoulders. And I want you to see, can you feel the shoulder blades in the back? Maybe scraping against the chair. Can you isolate with your mind the very top of the shoulder? And then almost as though you can see the entire shoulder cuff, like the entire part of the shoulder, right? Breathing in and breathing out. Bringing all your healing intentions, awareness, and gratitude towards the work that your shoulders do. Now, some of us might have what we call sometimes bad shoulders. Maybe we were athletes in our life. Maybe we've suffered from some kind of injury and we have deemed our shoulders to be bad. I want to invite you to reframe it. The experience that happened is a context. The thoughts you have around it are things that you can change. Can you feel the shoulders moving? Good, let's rest them for a second. Rest, breathe in, breathe out. Do you feel a sense of activation in that joint? A sense of warmth? While we're continuing our breathing, we're going to take our left hand and put it on our right shoulder, and we're going to do these rotations. They're like little tiny circles, so they go around the shoulder. I know this may feel a little silly and strange, but do you know how when you're tired or stressed, you just kind of naturally gravitate towards your own body and you kind of squeeze? I want you to do that. I want you to squeeze and rub. It's almost like you're using the middle of your palm as a big pillow that's rubbing. I want you to squeeze and rub. Are you noticing your breath? Breathing in and out. I'm noticing for myself as I'm sitting in the chair, the other hand that is quietly sitting on my lap is feeling really hot. Almost like it's radiating some kind of energetic power, like a ninja. Good. Taking your right hand to the left shoulder. Same thing on the other side. Now notice immediately when you do that, the sensation on your left hand. Now this was the hand that was just rubbing. So now there's all this sort of like leftover friction sensation, right? It feels tingly. That's a sensation that you might experience while you're rubbing or touching, but it might be a sensation that you're experiencing when you're nervous or when you're excited. And some of this work of mindfulness is about awakening our awareness of self. So again, we're going to squeeze. Notice how I'm just kind of squeezing behind here, squeezing. And then I'm rotating and rubbing. Good. And now with that awareness, we're going to do one more set. We're going to bring our arms out, breathe in. Breathing in, elbows in and elbows down. Down, up. Down, up. Try to see if you can be less robotic. So it's not robotic. It's sort of like a flow of think of kelp in the ocean, of seaweed. You know how it flows with the tide, right? It goes in and out. It's very soft. Don't forget to breathe, bringing your awareness to your shoulders. And as we end this practice, what kind of wisdom do your shoulders have? What are you carrying on your shoulders? What do your shoulders want you to know about that one request that you have, or that one area where you're stuck? Or that place where you say, oh, please, please, I need a break. I need something new. I need a shift. I need a change. What would your shoulders have to say? Now, I know that's kind of a silly question, but I really believe that our body holds wisdom. Activating the wisdom of our shoulders and breathing in and breathing out. And now resting peacefully here in the middle. You can do prayer hands, feeling the heat of your palms together, or you can rest your palms gently on your legs. Back is still straight. We're going to do a couple deep breaths in, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last one, breathing in, breathing out. And right before you rush out and stand up, just take notice. How do you feel? Can you feel your joints warmed up, activated, alert? Can you feel your hands warm, relaxed? Continue to hold on to that relaxed feeling. And stay present to what you feel. Till next time, thank you.